This one is from Anonymous. This product has been mentioned to me by a doctor who's helping me with my IBS. I follow a low FODMAP and I've had issues with products causing severe stomach pains due to the fact I have IBS-C. The doctor said it would really help me, but I'm understandably nervous. Is this safe for people sensitive to FOS, GOS and Mannitol? And that is basically stuff that's in FODMAPs basically. And yeah, so mannitol's just not in there at all. You can there's only a few of the ingredients that have the FOS, very small amounts of FOS and GOS in there. So it's, yeah, like you said, it's understandable that Qenda's got prebiotic fibres in there. You normally react to prebiotic fibres, so that's why you're asking. It's great that your doctor's recommended it to you, and you've just got to know that there's 30 ingredients in Qenda, and maybe 4 or 5 of them actually have really low levels of the prebiotic fibres that you're specifically saying. The other 25 don't have any of it, and because it's you're having a 20-gram serving, you're actually having a very low levels of that. There's very, very small levels of FOS and GOS, but the reason why your doctor said take Qenda is because and basically you've got to look at Qenda as a whole. The reason with you having IBS, it's very likely that you've got some sort of infection inside your body, whether it's a parasite infection, a bacterial overgrowth, you could have a fungal infection in your body, and it can be a viral infection. It can be a combination of those as well. So the Qenda's got the antiparasitics in there, the antifungals, antimicrobials and antivirals, so that's going to help deal with those bad guys and help get your intestines back into balance. That being said, the Qenda also has herbs like slippery elm, marshmallow root, licorice root. They're the 3 best herbs for healing a damaged intestinal lining. And with you having IBS-C, you know, there is a damaged intestinal lining. With IBS-C as well, I think you can have like a bit of inflammation in the small intestine, and the reason why you have the inflammation in the small intestine is because these infections and overgrowths can stay in the small intestine, and then when you're having fermentable carbohydrates or FODMAP foods, they're coming in, they're feeding these infections, whether it's parasites, bacterial overgrowths, mold or viral infections. These FODMAPs are coming in, feeding those, and then they can ferment and give off a gas, which is why you can get the bloating and the pain and the extra inflammation when you're having FODMAP foods. So that's why you're getting the bloating and stuff like that. And I recommend, and I think the reason why the doctor recommended it, well, there's many reasons, but obviously one, to get rid of the infections that's creating that bloating, gas, inflammation. 2, it's got the best herbs for healing the damaged intestinal lining, so it can help heal and seal that damaged intestinal lining and get rid of that inflammation in the intestinal lining. And 21 of the 30 herbs actually have 21 of the 30 herbs are anti-inflammatory, so they reduce inflammation in the body. So it's not the same. So even though 5 of the ingredients have very small amounts of FODMAPs in it, not mannitol or anything like that, but just small amounts of prebiotic fibres, the fact that there's 30 ingredients all working synergistically, and your body, that's why your doctor's saying it's going to help, basically. An example of that is like when I had ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease, really bad before I found the Qenda, I couldn't have any fibre whatsoever. Whether it was, well, the only fibre I could have was a peeled cucumber. That was the only thing I could have. And then I was on white bread, white pasta, trying to stay low fibre as possible. And the problem and what happened is whenever I had any fibre, it felt like someone was scraping the nails along the inside of my intestines. Like, fibre was not good for me. I actively avoided fibre, and a lot of people with digestive issues do, because they find if they have any type of raw food, even cooked fibre can set people off. And yeah, even if they're having like peeled fruits, even though they're having peeled fruits, like, it can still set people off. Like I said, it felt like someone was scraping their nails along the inside of my intestines whenever I had fibre. And then I found the Qenda Ultimate Fibre, and it calmed everything down, and it made me feel normal again for like the first time in like 4.5 years, and it allowed me to digest foods a lot better. So I think all them reasons considered is why your doctor's recommending it, and that's why I think you'll be absolutely fine with the Qenda Ultimate Fibre. It actually used to be called Qenda Bowel Restore, which potentially doesn't scare people off as much as the name Ultimate Fibre, but yeah, we had to make sure we're compliant and stuff, and so it's called Qenda Ultimate Fibre. But yeah, don't be scared by the name fibre. It is, and the way I see it as well, it's a very, very fine, ultra fine powder that you mix with water. So it's not like when you have fibre and FODMAPs that can set you off and create more bloating. It can go in there and it can deal with the root causes of your IBS-C, and then it can help. So even though you're avoiding FODMAPs, we need to fix your body with herbs, basically.